Buried in the backwoods here in Montgomery County in 1986, Crater Lake was home to a dark secret. A man shot twice, dumped in the lake. His legs were tied together by power cords, his body weighed down by cinder blocks.
And that was, in order to conceal the body.
Sure.
Detective Fadi Risk took on the mission to figure out who this man was in 2020, and nearly 3.5 decades after the body was found in the water, they identified him as Clarence Wilson through DNA testing at Othram Lab in the Woodlands. We spoke with his sister on the phone, and she tells us she was shocked.
We just assumed, hey, he's living in Texas, living his life, had no clue that all this time he was dead.
Detective Risk tells me there were persons of interest back in the 80s, but the case went cold. Back then, investigators put out a sketch of this John Doe hoping for answers and help, and eventually in 2015, his remains were exhumed to enter his DNA into a national database in hopes of figuring out who he was.
I saw that we were able to get DNA on this case prior, and I felt that there was a good chance we could get more DNA in order to do the genealogy.
Wilson's sister lives almost 2,000 miles away near Sacramento, California.
I was calling because...
She said she got a call from Risk asking if she would be willing to send a DNA sample 3 months ago. Detectives were then able to match her DNA with Wilson's.
Right now, it's just devastating to even think about that he was dead for 37 years.
Tranum said she lost contact with Wilson shortly after he left California in the 80s. She said his family never reported him missing because he had a falling out with them, and they believed he moved to Texas to start a new life. She said he went by the name Red.
It was always bright red when he was younger, and it got darker as he got older, but he was always known as Red. So somebody has to know something.
Here's case file.
Detective Risk said he's working on almost a dozen cold cases that have hit dead ends. And while it's taken this long to get a lead in Wilson's case, he's hoping having a new name will help generate new leads and look into what he says are possible persons of interest.
Now that we have kind of the name and his identity, we can kind of start, picking apart his life.